hello, it's me again. Right, today we're finally actually going to add something onto stats from last year. Okay, so we're going to learn about something which is very difficult for me to say. Quartiles. Okay, quartiles, like a quarter. Okay, and our starting point really is median. Okay. So I've written, again, entries, 9 entries, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There could be a number of cakes sold by a bakery in 9 different days. So they sold 2 cakes, and the next day a third, okay? So let's ask ourselves, how do we find the median? And let's do it in both ways. So one way is we say to find the median, okay? Median. Which sometimes we give the letter m to it, okay, is basically your n plus 1 divided by 2. What is n? N is 9, so 9 plus 1 divided by 2, it's 5. But obviously the answer is not 5, okay, that just helps us to find which value we're looking for, and that is the 5th value. Okay, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I got 6. So the mean, okay, m equals 6. Okay. Obviously, with a small sample like that, I wouldn't personally use that. I would just say, okay, it's not this one, it's not that one, it's not that one, not that one, it's that one, isn't it? Then I'm even going to check, okay, what I sometimes do. Okay, I'm sure some of you do as well. See, how many do I have on the left? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do I have on the right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. That is definitely the median. Okay, so m is equal 6. Now, then I can think about, okay, I want to dissect that a bit more, because what I did here, I divided that whole sample of data into 2. Okay, I've got all the stuff before the mean and all the stuff above, sorry, not mean, median. These values are below the median and these values are above the median. But then I can split this one again in 2. I can say, okay, let's find out the median of the bottom half. Okay. What will that median of the bottom half be? That will be your lowest quartile. Okay? So, and then I can find the median of the height for the upper part, and that will be your higher quartile, the 3rd quartile. So what we're really doing, we're bisecting this into 4 different sections. Okay? This is going to be called your median, or your 2nd quartile. Okay? Here, somewhere, we're going to look at it in a minute, will be your 1st quartile, or lower quartile. Okay, it's the median of the lowest part. And then here somewhere will be your 3rd quartile, or we call it the upper quartile. Okay, let's see what I mean. Okay, so if I want to find out the lowest quartile, the 1st quartile, okay, because I've got 4 quartiles altogether. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so to get the 1st quartile, okay, the median of the lowest group, I need to just look at this group now. Forget about the median. Forget about it. Let's use another color. Okay, I'm just looking at these now, and I'm finding the median here. Now again, I can say, okay, I've got 4 here. So n plus 1, 4 plus 1 is 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. In other words, it's between the 2nd and the 3rd. But in a small group like that, you can't see. It's just between those 2. Okay? So in this case, okay, we're going to say that Q1, okay, is between 3 and 3. Okay, how do we find what's between 3 and 3? That's actually quite easy. Normally, we just need to add them up and divide by 2, but obviously we are just going to get 3. 9, 3 plus 3 divided by 2 is 3. If this was another value, let's use that. Let's say that was 4, to make it a little bit more interesting. Then the upper quartile or low quartile will be 3 plus 4 divided by 2, which is 3.5. Okay? Yeah, let's make it a little bit more interesting. Okay? So that's your lowest quartile. Okay? Lowest quartile or 1st quartile. Okay? Now, your 2nd quartile is basically your median. Okay? Just your median. Okay? The median in this case was 6. Right? What about your upper quartile, or Q3? That is now between the 2nd and the 3rd on this side. Okay? Just like I did here. So it will be between 7 and 8. So it will be 7 plus 8 divided by 2. That's obviously going to be 7.5. Okay? So this just allows me to dissect my sample group into 4 quartiles. This is the first, second, third, and fourth. And this is sometimes we call Q1. It's the lowest quartile. It's the middle of the bottom half. The median of the bottom half. Median is obviously your second quartile. It's the median. And the upper quartile is the median of the upper quartile. Okay, I'm just going to pause now and show you something. Oh, well, before that. It is essential. It is really important. Okay, to be able to find the lowest quartile is once you found the median, you obviously found the median first, and then you just remove it. Okay, you're not going to count the 6 when you're trying to find out the lowest quartile. Once you found the median, you remove it, and you just look at all the data which is below the median. If I included 6 here, then obviously my lowest quartile will be 4, right? If I had 6, just do that. Let's say for some reason I said, okay, I want to find the lowest quartile. It's the middle of this group. Then the answer will be 4. But that is wrong. That is wrong. Okay? Find the lowest quartile, I'm removing the median. That's very, very important. That's where the mistakes happen. Okay, let's complicate it a little bit more. Okay, to make things a little bit more complicated, all I did is add one more value, and I wrote it in rate. So from now on, I decided to leave everything there so you'll be able to compare it to what it was without that extra value. But I've added one extra value. Okay? Now I've got net 10 values. So let's try and do the same process. The median. What will be the median? Okay, to find the median, I'm just going to need to do 10 plus 1 divided by 2. It's 11 divided by 2. It's 5, 5. In other words, it's between the 5th and the 6th value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the 6th. So the median, which we call Q2, now is going to fall between the 6 and the 7. Then personally, when I have small samples, I just check it as well. I see how many values do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's fine. Okay? So Q2 is 6 plus 7 divided by 2. 6, 5. Okay? So I've got a different Q2. Okay? Q2 before was 6, now it's 6.5. Makes sense. I added another value. But now things are a little bit different. Okay? Because I want to find, that was Q2. I want to find Q1. Q1 is the median of the group of data below the median. And this is something that when I learned that, I remember I used to get confused. Okay? So, do I count 6 or not? Okay? Before I didn't count 6, right? I just counted the first few numbers. But now I have to count 6, because 6 actually is not the median. So I've got now the lower part, the first half of the data is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And to find the Q1, that needs to be the median of this group. So I have to include 6. Okay? Because the median is 6.5 is there. Okay? So the median here, I don't even need to use a formula. It's simply 4, isn't it? Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. So 4 is in the middle. And you can see your Q1 is definitely different to what it was before. And it should be, because we got different data. I added another value. The same way, Q3, your higher quartile, will be the median of the group of data which is above the median. The median was 6.5, so it's all these guys, including the 7. Okay? And again, in this case, it's very easily found. Okay, that's Q1, but it's 8. Okay, which again is different to what we got there before. So hopefully that clarifies everything. Okay, now I'll just remind you one more time. To find Q1, Q2, Q3, first of all we find QT, which is your median. Okay, we know how to find the median. Then to find Q1, the lowest quartile, we get rid of the median, move him away, and we look at all the numbers below the median. Okay, in this case it was all these numbers. Then we find the median there again, that's Q1. The same thing we do for Q3, but now we're looking at all the numbers above the median. We don't include the median. Right. Good luck. Enjoy the exercise. I will do one more lesson. I'm not sure I'm going to put it into this week. Okay. The theory is pretty easy. The exercises are also pretty easy, but I'm aware that the exercises take a long time because examples I've solved here with very few data. I'll give you more data, like 20, 30, and I know it takes longer. So I'm going to give you a lot of time to do all this exercise. And, I think with stats, if I may say, most of us think, oh, it's pretty easy, and then we kind of like, I got it. But yet, when you get to grade 12, I can see the mistakes done in the exercise, which is a shame, because this is stats. When you get to matric, this is where you gotta get 4 marks. But if you haven't really given it enough attention in grade 10 and 11, which sometimes happens because students feel like it's pretty easy, and I understand that, then when you get to grade 12, you're not 100% sure. You're so worried about trig and Euclidean that your stats, you just don't have time to do it. So do yourself a favor, especially in a week like now. I will give you lots of time to exercise. Do them all. Check your memo, okay? Even if you feel it's easy. Right, see you in the next lesson.